Viewers, today we are going to see about designing of a amplifier using transistor, bipolar junction transistor. Okay, first we will draw the transistor. Okay, and the gain of the transistor is known. Gain means beta. Beta value is known. How to find the beta value? If you check out the data sheet, it will be in the form of range, say 100 to 400. But still, you have to put in a common mode circuit and find out the ratio between collector current and base current, and then you can fix the beta value of the transistor. That is one option. Or you can find the beta value with a good multimeter, digital multimeter, where there is a provision of for checking the beta value. So you can insert the transistor and find the beta. But laboratory, you can check out after connecting the proper biasing voltages for the transistor and finding out the beta. So assume that we know the beta of the transistor. Okay. Now generally we have three types of biasing: fixed bias, feedback bias, and voltage divider biasing. But out of these three, voltage divider biasing gives a very good stability to temperature and to variation in Q point. So we will go by voltage divider biasing. So for voltage divider biasing, we need a resistance RC and RE. This RE introduces a negative feedback that for stability purpose. Okay, so RE. Then we have R1 and R2. This is actually the voltage divider resistances R1 and R2. Okay, so now this is connected to plus VCC. Generally this voltage will be 6 volts or 12 volts or 9 volts, like that. So basically it will be in the range of say 6 volts to 12 volts, like that. So power amplifiers and other thing, it can go up to 18 volts also. So generally nominal voltage will be 6 volts. Okay, right. Now this is the DC biasing voltage divider biasing circuit. Why we need this? The Q point should be fixed at the middle of the load line. So this is VCE and this is IC. So what, for a designing of an amplifier, the quotient point should be at the middle of the load line. So practically how to check this Q point? Just to measure after fixing the value for RC, RE, R1 and R2, using a voltmeter, you measure the voltage between collector and emitter. It should be half the supply voltage. That is the shortest way by which we can ensure that transistor is working in the middle of the load line. Okay, suppose this is 6 volts, VCE should be 3 volts. Suppose this is 12 volts, VCE should be 6 volts. So it should be half. That's the thumb rule usually designers will do. Okay, so that's the main idea, because we have this cutoff point. Say if it is 12 volts, this has to be 6 volts. So keeping that in mind, you assume that the Q point is at the middle of the load line. Okay. Now what we do is, this is a common emitter amplifier. The signal is fed to the base. So here we use to feed the signal. If I place a dot, this is a connected. So here you give the signal. Okay. So the amplitude of it's a very amplitude wise very weak signal. So that signal has to be amplified. So this will allow AC. You all know that capacitor will. This is called coupling capacitor. It will allow AC but blocks DC. So the AC goes into it. Okay. Then from here the amplified output is taken across this coupling capacitor. Okay, and generally there will be a load. This is RL. So the weak signal is amplified by this circuit, and the output is taken from the collector through the coupling capacitor and fed to the load. Okay, the load can be a speaker, anything, or it can be the next circuit. The next circuit as a whole will be treated as a load. Now what happens is, you all know that IC is equal to beta times IB. Okay, now here we give a very weak signal in the order of millivolts. Say assume this is 100 microvolt, here 100 microvolt, minus 100 microvolt. So this signal, so when it goes positive, when the signal goes positive, the base current increases. So the base current increases. So during the positive off cycle, base current increases. Therefore, what will happen? Collector current also increases. If collector current increases, what will happen? The voltage drop also increases. The voltage drop here. This is IC. Okay. So the voltage drop here also increases. Now forgetting about this coupling capacitor and RL, VCC is equal to ICRC plus VCE. That is this drop plus actually there will be one component here, that is bypass capacitor. This is called C bypass to increase the AC gain. So when you go for the analysis, this drop, this is bypass, so this will act as a short basically. Okay, so basically this acts as a short, so therefore this drop plus this drop, that is VCE equal to VCC, right? Okay, now what is VCE? VCE equal to VCC minus ICRC. Okay, if you don't connect this bypass capacitor, then this voltage drop also should be included. That is important point. Since we are connecting a bypass capacitor, when we go for AC analysis, this capacitor will act as a short circuit. Okay, so what will happen? So already we have told for AC the capacitor acts as a short, so this will act as a short. Therefore RE doesn't comes into picture. So this point, emitter point, is equal to ground, that is this is 0. Okay, that's the important point. So what happens now is IB increases, IC increases. If this is increases, this is fixed value, say 12 volts, but this value IC increases. Therefore the overall value decreases. So in this IC increases means VCE decreases. That's the meaning. Therefore IB increases, IC increases, VCE decreases. Collector to emitter voltage decreases. Therefore the output will go in opposite phase because it is decreasing. So I will draw the input output waveform. Assume this is the input. So the output will be so it introduces, this is V in, this is V out. Frequency is not altered. Okay, frequency is not altered. Okay, that means IB increases, IC increases, therefore VCE increases from this equation. Next what happens is IB decreases, base current decreases, because when it goes for the negative half cycle, the base current decreases. Therefore collector current also decreases by this relation. Base current decreases means collector current also decreases. Collector current decreases means VCE value will increase. That's why when the signal goes, input signal goes in the negative half cycle, output signal goes to the positive. The V out will increase because we are taking the output between collector and emitter. So VCE value will increase. That's why a common emitter amplifier introduces 180 degree out of phase. What is 180 degree out of phase between input and output? When this goes positive, this goes negative. So there is a shift in phase angle which is 180 degrees. Okay. So that's all about transistor as an amplifier. I have discussed about two cycles in detail, positive half cycle and negative half cycle. And I told you where the Q point has to be. Q point has to be in the middle of the load line. The design of a voltage divider biasing, I have already explained in a separate, I have posted a separate video in my channel. Please watch how to design a voltage divider biasing circuit. So we have to fix the Q point at the middle of the load line. What is a load line? Load line is nothing but x-axis VCE and y-axis IC. It is the saturation, it's a line drawn between saturation point and the cutoff point. Okay, and that the Q point has to be in the middle of the load line. After knowing the value of beta, I told you how to find the value of beta. You can use transistor, or you can put in a common emitter circuit and find out the ratio between IC and IB, and then you can find out beta practically in the lab. And use of coupling capacitor, it allows AC but blocks DC. So once the transistor amplifies the signal, at this point both will be there, AC and DC, but we are interested only in AC. So we put a coupling capacitor. The DC everything will be blocked, only the AC alone comes to the load, our load. So the voltage across the load will be in this fashion. Suppose if you give a sinusoidal input. Okay, so that's all about how to design a transistor and amplifier, and how a common emitter circuit introduces 180-degree phase shift. Hope you all understood this topic. Thanks for watching. Nandri.